Abandoned vehicles can cause all sorts of problems. Firstly, it's a nuisance to the neighbourhood. It may be taking up a parking space for people, it may be looking unsightly, and that might cause other problems. Of course, it can become a target as well, which is why we respond to abandoned vehicles. But ultimately, you've got environmental harm too. Those vehicles that perhaps at the end of their life may be leaking fluids, those fluids are toxic to the water system. There will be for the wildlife in the area as well, of course. Over the last year, we've dealt with something like 300 abandoned vehicles. That's an increase from where we've been before. Of course, when we go out and respond to that, it takes time to trace the registered keeper, the owner, and we write out to them. If they're in the area, we'll do door knocks to see if we can locate them, find out information about the vehicle. Ultimately, it costs us to lift a vehicle and remove it and store it. So it costs in terms of time, energy, staffing, and indeed we pay contractors to get rid of them as well. There's absolutely, though, no reason whatsoever why your vehicle, if it's come to the end of your life, at the end of its life, that you can't get rid of it via many of the scrap yards or maybe the websites that are available. They may give you money. So there's no reason why this vehicle should be crushed. But look, this is what can happen to those vehicles where somebody's paid no interest whatsoever. We've issued a fixed penalty notice for it as well, so they'll ultimately, if they don't pay that, they'll go through to court. But what you've got is you've got a vehicle, and this is what happens. All of the fluids get drained out of it. There are regulations around that to make sure it doesn't cause a harm to the environment, and ultimately ends up like a box and it gets crushed.